So the Indiana Fever have heard all the buzz. They've heard all the buzz around Sophie Cunningham. People thinking Sophie Cunningham is not going to be at a member of the Fever next year. And is she going to be a member of the Fever next year? I don't have a clue. I don't know. Like, I'm going to be honest, I haven't a clue. But at the end of the day, she's like, she is somebody that is still technically a member of the Fever. But obviously with her podcast clips, a lot of people have been thinking, okay, yeah, she's very much hinting that she's not going to be there next year, which is, look, not ideal for anybody. But it does seem like now the Fever are like, okay, yeah, people are talking about Sophie Cunningham, so let's make sure she shows up to a game. So you can see here, courtside, Sophie Cunningham is in the house cheering on the Pacers tonight. So she's obviously there courtside at the Indiana Pacers game. And look, I think a lot of these players obviously are showing up to Pacers games. A lot of the Fever players because, well, I mean, they're in the same arena. They're the same, not the exact same franchise, but like Herb Simon owns both of them. They are effectively the same franchise. And now you've seen Sophie Cunningham for the first time. Have we seen Sophie Cunningham at a Pacers game before? Genuinely, I have absolutely no idea. I have no idea. But that being said, all the talk of, they're posting Ari everywhere, they're not posting Sophie, that's who they're going to keep. Let's get a great offer in front of her at some point. There's our beloved enforcer. Good to see the Fever posting her again. We beg, bring her home. And yeah, I think that better re-sign her. The Pacers posting about her. I think this is one of those things where this might be like to the fans, calm down, because this is one thing you just kind of know. You kind of know, and this is one of these things that I always find really, really weird, where it's like, I don't ever claim to be a journalist. I'm somebody that like just talks, says what I feel like, and puts it on the internet. But how much all the fan narrative on social media kind of controls the way this organization functions by the looks of things. Like, it's really, really weird. Like, it shouldn't. It never should. No matter what anyone says, like, it shouldn't. The fan, social media fans should never control a narrative around a team. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're reading too much into this, but it actually, it does seem like that's the case. But yeah, look, it's good to see Sophie Cunningham back in Indiana. I really hope Sophie Cunningham's back. I don't see any scenario where Sophie Cunningham not playing for the Fever helps. Like, I think she is one of the 45 best players in the league, and you're not going to have to pay her like one of the 45 best players in the league. There's going to be about 30 to 40 players on max deals. With the way WNBA contracts work, there's going to be 30 to 40 on max deals, or thereabouts max deals. Am I right in saying 30 to 40? With 15 teams, yeah, there'll be about 30. And I think she's one of the top 40 players in the league. And I think the Fever really need to keep her. Like, I just don't think there's an option where the Indiana Fever lose Sophie Cunningham and improve. I just don't. I don't see the Fever being able to improve by getting rid of her. Look, I just don't think there's an addition by subtraction in that scenario. But yeah, it's something that a lot of fans are talking about, and I kind of think the narrative of, oh yeah, Sophie's like the Fever don't care about Sophie because They're hyping up Ari. I never made a video talking about that. And the Fever are posting these free agents. Because let's not forget, a week before the expansion draft, the Indiana Fever posted a picture about 2025 season, and it had Temi in it. And it had 6 players, and everyone thought they were the 6 players they were protecting, and they lost Temi. Unpopular opinion. If they keep Temi, I think they win a championship. I think the Fever, if Caitlin stay, I think Temi was more important, was enough to probably win a championship this year. The minutes they had to give to KK, if they were given to Temi, and I also think that Temi would have been pushing Natasha Hara for a starting spot. But I'm glad to see Temi killing it in freaking, jeez, I'm struggling to think, in Golden State last year. I'm happy that she was killing it there. But yeah, it's one of those things where fans, I think, fans are scared of losing Sophie. It's two extremes. It's the fans that don't care about basketball are going to be happy that Sophie Cunningham leaves because, it has to be. It absolutely has to be an activist league, and players have to be a certain type of person, but then half of them are going to go and join a league that's backed by the Saudis, and it's just a weird kind of thing where it's I don't really care, but at the same time, I think I think the most important thing is, to be a ball player, and that's the only thing I give it a flying fuck about. And I think Sophie Cunningham's a real good one. I think she's a real good one. I think she's a real good one, and she gets it. Not many people get it. Not many people get what it takes to be a winner, and to be the 4th option at all times. And that's one of the scary things with Sophie, is that people don't realize how rare she is, because in the WNBA, you got a lot of people that can only thrive as first options. You got a load of D and no 3 play, or 3 and no D players, D and no 3 players, traditional power forwards. And if you hear the word traditional, it basically means you would have been good 20 years ago. That's what it can translate to. But they've got one there in Sophie Cunningham, and good to see her, courtside at a Pacers game. And I mean, I don't know, maybe give her courtside season tickets. That's worth a couple of $100K, is it? I have no idea actually how much it costs to go see a Pacers game. So yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. Let me know what do you guys think in the comment section below. Am I looking too much into this? Am I not looking into this at all? I don't know. I don't think this has anything to do with her staying or not. I think she's probably just in Indiana, and they were like, yeah, do you want to come to a game? Where she asked, and they said, okay. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. See you guys.